Good afternoon. It's Monday, December 21st. It's a damp and grey winter solstice. I'm back in the reading nook with a cup of tea and another parcel to unbox. So I'm going to tackle that one next. Yes. Okay. Don't know what this one is. Let's find out. From Kickstone. Okay, it is Cartel. Okay, Mexican narco fiction powered by the apocalypse. Okay, I'm not going to pronounce that because I don't speak Spanish. Okay, sorry. But basically, something like Plata o Plomo, amigos. I apologise. Okay, it's 2007. The Sinaloa Cartel is the largest drug trafficking organisation in the world. A vast network of narcos, halcones y sicarios moving billions of dollars of drugs into Los Estados Unidos. Taking the role of someone tied to the Sinaloa Cartel in Durango, Mexico, trying to stay alive in a dangerous game of drugs, money and power. Navigate shifting allegiances and deadly schemes while desperately struggling to hold on to what's yours. Can you keep your familia safe from the monsters who live in the shadows? Can you stay loyal to your amigos when you know that no one can be trusted? Can you hold on to yourself, guy, when the drug war hungers for your very soul? Cartel is a tabletop role-playing game for 3 to 5 players that uses a rules-light engine to create tragic narco-fiction in the vein of Narcos, Breaking Bad, The Wire, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Le Estras, okay, Cabron. Again, apologies for my poor pronunciation. It's published by Magpie Games. Okay, this is a dark game, giving its subject matter. You play specific roles. I've had a look at the ashcan, and and as it's not necessarily, it's a difficult subject because the truth of the matter is obviously the cartels are quite obviously ruthless organisations. Just the things they do, it's terrible. The thing is, this is the sort of game where you're not necessarily carrying out those actions, and I certainly wouldn't want to be in a game where you were. You know, you wouldn't want to be in a game like that where you were playing monsters. You're trying to make a life within the cartel, but not necessarily be a monster, dealing with it, coping with the situation, and it's it's a bit against the background of great wealth and power, and how you get it, how you keep it, and how you maintain. Basically, you maintain life and limb whilst doing so, but at the same time, the sacrifices and the situations that you face, the challenges in playing this, and basically it's against the background of a drug war, an ongoing situation where death, violence is not uncommon. This is what the game looks like, and I suspect that this game is not going to be for everyone. It's going to be an interesting read. It's going to be interesting to play, and potentially challenging, and at the same time it's going to be an education, because essentially you're as you know, someone sitting here in the middle of England, not really knowing a great deal about it, but interested in the subject. I sort of read a little bit about it, not very much, and it's will be interesting to read and play. So what you play, let's have a look, where are they? Okay, so is various people located around a square, basically an area where drugs go through, are sold, and so on. And because it's powered by the apocalypse, what that means is that every character is defined by by playbook, which gives you the signature moves as well as general moves that you can attempt. So obviously the most famous one is going to be La Sicaria, basically a deadly veteran called La Sicaria is a trained cartel enforcer who survived so far. And people will know that from the film Sicario, but other characters will include La Polizetta, greedy, two-faced and corrupt. La Polizetta is an agent for the cartel that's playing both sides. And El Narco, beleaguered, wealthy and dangerous. El Narco is El Jefe, put in charge to oversee La Plaza. What I mean by the square, that's what I mean by La Plaza. Basically the area where you essentially the stories are told, where basically it's the neighbourhood which you have to, basically El Narco has responsibility for. So let's have a look. There's El Narco, and it's just the playbook. And you have play moves like Dirty Hands, mark XP when you personally tackle a messy problem. Instead of sending goons, clear this key in advance when you send someone to deal with a problem you should be attended to directly. Or family, mark XP when you violate your family members' boundaries to protect them. Clear this key in advance when you allow one of them to be harmed when you could have intervened. It's essentially. The signature moves are, it's like genre moves, and the sort of thing that type of character would do in that genre, and it's a way of enforcing the genre. And so there are any number of Powered by the Apocalypse games, and they will do that sort of thing, right back to the original Powered by the Apocalypse, which came out in 2010. So this is basically using a 10-year-old game system that has powered over games like The Warren, and to an extent, and also Masks, which is a really nicely done sort of like teenage superhero role-playing game. This again, as I say, will be probably definitely one of the more adult Powered by the Apocalypse role-playing games because of its subject matter. But the Ashcan was really impressive. This book is really nicely done. So here's an image of Sicaria, and she had basically Narco Corridor, like her move. When you meet someone important, your core roll with savagery. On a hit, they've heard of you, say what they've heard, and they will act accordingly, and so on. And essentially, every playbook, basically has how they look, their gear, weapons, how they advance, and then there's guides on playing them. So playing the Sicario, there's actually sort of like here's how you play it. If you don't know exactly, but it's good advice to everyone, because not all of these playbooks will be familiar necessarily to everyone, even if they have seen some or know a little bit about the genre. So anyway, that is Cartel, Mexican narco-fiction powered by the apocalypse. Again, I don't think it's going to be for everyone's taste. but I do think it's a setting that will engender strong storytelling. Anyway, this has been another unboxing in the Nook. Thank you very much for watching. If you have a comment, please feel free to add one to below. Click the like button, or subscribe if you want to watch more unboxings here in the Nook. I will carry on as long as people want to watch them. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye for now.